Okay, all right. First and foremost, I want to say Call Halayim La, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakakwadash, and double honors be to our apostles and our elders at the great millstone. Peace and salutations unto the elect. All right. And this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 28, verse 1. It said, "Woe to the crown of pride and to the drunkards of Ephraim, whose glorious beauty is a fading flower, which are on the head of the fat valleys of them that are overcome with wine." It says, "Behold," right, because the drunkards of Ephraim are drunk off the wine of Babylon, man. Woe to the crown of pride, whose beauty is a fading flower. Right, your beauty in this society is a fading flower, man. Okay, because it's not you, it's not real, it's not yours. Okay, and you're drunken off the wine philosophies of Babylon, the white man. Second verse says, "Behold, the Lord hath a mighty and strong one, which as a tempest of hail and a destroying storm, as a flood of mighty waters overflowing, shall cast down to the earth with the hand. The crown of pride, the drunkards of Ephraim, shall be trodden under feet, and the glorious beauty which is on the head of the fat valley shall be a fading flower as a hasty fruit before the summer." It says, "Which when he that looketh upon it seeth, while it is yet in his hand, he eateth it up." It says, fifth verse, in that day shall the Lord of hosts be for a crown of glory and for a diadem of beauty and unto the residue of his people." It says, "And for a spirit to him that sitteth in judgment, and for strength to them that turn to the battle of the gate." All right, the word residue, hey, bong bong, yeah, the residue, it's all about the residue, man. It's all about the residue, the remnant. Okay, double R, man. Residue. It's all about the residue. It says the remainder, that which is left after a part is taken. All right. Two parts therein shall be cut off and die, and the third part shall go through the fire. Right. Zechariah 13 and verse 8. So it says the remainder, that which is left, a remainder, that which is left behind, remaining left over. Okay. What remains of an estate after debts have been paid. All right. After the debt's been paid to the Lord, 2/3 gotta die so the debt can be paid, man. Right? He require a sacrifice in the land of Basra, right? The heathen, them white boys, them devils, the proud boys, the small headers, two-thirds of our people, they're gonna be fuel for the fire. All right. After that debt is paid, what remains of an estate after debts are paid? All right. The Lord required that which was passed. Ecclesiastes 3 and 15. It says the Most High, the Habashimashai, required that which is past, man. All right. He requires the past because it's called justice, called balance. Everything must be paid for. Everything that's been done to the people on that 12 tribes chart, man. That everybody got a problem with. Everybody and their mama got a problem with the 12 tribes chart. What about the Irish? What about them? What about the Irish? What about all these other people? Yeah, some of them do go back to us, but our concern is not for them. Our concern is for the people that's in America, afflicted in Babylon the Great. That's where our concern is at. All right? Our concern is where the Most High said we will be scattered and brought to in ships. Our concern is not for motherfuckers in Slovenia, some goddamn where, okay? They don't really matter like that. They ain't gonna get hit with missiles. You gonna get hit with missiles over here in America. So that's why the Lord said the word is onto you. Where is the place of relevancy? America, New York City. That's where the Lord woke up the apostles, the brothers, Abba Bivens, right? Elder High Priest Yaquab and all the rest of them, right? That's where the Lord woke them up. Not in goddamn. If he wanted to wake them up in China, he would have woke them up in China. He woke them up here in Babylon because this is where we're gonna be delivered from. You know, I was a little baby when they brought me over here. I didn't have no I didn't have no say so coming here. The Lord brought me here so I could learn this truth and so I could teach it. That's the conclusion I've come to after after almost 30 years being on this earth, which is not a long time, right? According to whatever, but you know, being younger, I didn't know what the hell I was. Why am I here? What's my purpose here? The purpose was so you could come here and learn the truth. You ain't gonna learn the truth in fucking Brazil. You ain't gonna learn the truth wherever country you at. I mean, you ain't gonna find men out there on the highways and byways teaching the word. You're gonna find them here in Babylonia. In Babylonia, man. That's where you're gonna find them, bro. You're gonna find groups of men, groups of so-called blacks, groups of so-called Latinos out there doing the work. The remnant, the residue. Okay, so Isaiah 28 and verse 5, it says, "In that day shall the Lord of hosts be for a crown of glory and for a diadem of beauty unto the residue of his people, and for a spirit of judgment, and to him that sitteth in judgment, and for strength to them that turn the battle to the gate." So like it's 7th verse. It says, "But they also have erred through wine, philosophies, and through strong drink, they're out the way. They're spiritually drunk, physically drunk," right? Because you see them outside, drunk, drugged out, but they're drunk through strong drink, strong wine, which is twofold, right? Anyway, it says, "The priests and the prophets have erred through strong drink. They are swallowed up of wine. They are out the way through strong drink. They err in vision and they stumble in judgment." They're out the way. These guys are gone. These the scripture say the spiritual man is mad, right? These quote unquote spiritual people out there, you know what I'm saying? They're all into voodoo. You know what I'm saying? Your people are into all kind of shit. They're into Santeria. They're into everything except the scriptures. Everything except the truth. 8th verse. "For all tables are full of vomit and filthiness, so that there is no place clean." Now these people are clean, man, because they're not coming up under the vibration of our Lord, man, and his pure word, man. 9th verse. "Whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand the doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breasts. For precept must be upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little." Drawn from what breast? Jerusalem. It says, "Jerusalem, which is free, is the mother of us all." Jeremiah, no, not Jeremiah. Galatians, is that 4:25? It says that Jerusalem, which is free above, is the mother of us all. 4:26, I believe. Galatians 4. Okay, that's that breast. Drinking out that breast milk. Drinking of that breast milk gets strong. You're not drinking Similex. Or you become you become a GMO baby. They keep pumping you with all kind of synthetic stuff. No, you need your mama's milk, like Lads Alonso, from the boys. Mama's milk, you become powerful. When you got your mama's milk. Galatians 4:26, you grow strong, man. It says, "But Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all." All right. So that's the breast. Drink that breast milk, man. All right. From your teachers, from the Lord that the Lord set up. So you could grow up and be strong through the precepts. Through all that precept, I get understanding. Psalms 119. All right. So it says Isaiah 28:10. "For precept must be upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little. For with stammering lips and another tongue will I speak to this people." It says, "And to whom he said, this is the rest wherewith he may cause the weary to rest. And this is the refreshing, yet they would not hear. But the word of the Lord, Yahweh by Shem al-Shah, was unto them precept upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little, that they may go and fall backward and be broken and snared and taken." Right. Because these precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little, these are stumbling blocks unto the wicked. They fall backwards, they're broken and snared and taken. That's why the scriptures refer to our Lord as a stumbling block and a rock of offense, right? And the stone that the builders rejected, right? So that's why it says that they fall backward, broken and snared, because this word is a trap for the wicked, man. And I mean, this word makes them to get caught up in snare. That's why you got so much scoffers and shit out there, man. Because these niggas are caught up by they stumble at what they understand not, man. They start talking smack about the word, which ultimately leads to their downfall. Okay, Jeremiah chapter 8 and verse 1. And at that time, save the Most High, they shall bring out bones of the kings of Judah and the bones of princes, and the bones of the priests and the bones of the prophets, and the bones of the inhabitants of Jerusalem out their graves. And they shall spread them before the sun and the moon and the hosts of heaven, whom they have loved, whom they have served, and after whom they have walked, whom they have sought, and whom they have worshipped. They shall not be gathered nor be buried. They shall be for dung upon the face of the earth. And death shall be chosen rather than life by all the residue of them that remain of this evil family. Yeah, 2/3. The majority of our people going to choose death rather than life. And they're considered an evil family. You evil niggas. Ain't your family evil? Your family is choosing death right now. They're in that Catholic church choosing death. They're eating pork that's choosing death. They're you know what I'm saying? They're succumbing to the white man's thought process and way of life. And they're gonna take that microchip. So that means that they're gonna choose death. The majority of your people are gonna choose the microchip, they're gonna choose death. They're not gonna get down with this Hebrew Israelite thing that you're following. They ain't gonna get down with that. What the hell is that? What are they talking about? I gotta what? I gotta go out on the weekends and teach the word? I gotta what? I gotta keep the Sabbath day? Huh? What the hell is that? Because a nigga got a mindset of America, man. He got a mindset of the West. He ain't got no mindset of the ancient world. You know what I mean? You got to conform yourself to the Lord, man. Romans the 12th chapter. What does it say? It said, be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Romans 12 and verse 2, it says, be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is good, acceptable, and perfect will of the Most High. And I want to do the will of the Lord. I want to do their own will. And that's why the Lord said, say to this evil family, what are you going to say to this evil family? Death shall be chosen rather than life by all the residue of this that remain of this evil family, which remain in all the places whither I have driven them, saith the Lord of hosts. 4th verse, Jeremiah 8 and 4. Moreover, thou shalt say unto them, thus saith the Lord, shall they fall and not arise? Shall he turn away and not return? Why then is this people of Jerusalem slidden back by a perpetual backslide? You keep doing it. Why do they keep doing it? Why do they keep being like the dog that go to his own vomit? Because the Lord put this wicked ass spirit on them. He's giving them up to Satan, because most of them, you know what I'm saying, they belong to Satan as at this present juncture. And to get them back, you gotta cleanse them through fire. You know? So why then does this people of Jerusalem slide back by perpetual sliding? They hold fast deceit, they refuse to return. 6th verse. I hearkened and I heard, but they spake not aright. No man repented him of his wickedness, saying, what have I done? Everyone turned to his course as the horse rushed to the battle. Yeah, they don't care about what I did. Look, man, all they care about is getting a nigga that worth $50, $100 million. That's all I care about. A nigga just care about some money, you know, at the end of the day. Because they got the mentality of a woman. A woman is not spiritual. She's not spiritual. What's the proof? She's carnal as hell. You become like your woman. You become like these damn women out here following after, like Solomon did. Solomon fell after the woman. The scripture say, 1 Ezra 4 and 26. It says, many have run out their wits for the woman and become a servant for her sake. The scripture say, Proverbs the 7th chapter, it says, keep me from the strange woman that flatter with her lips, because you've totally taken on the vibration of the wicked evil woman, which is Babylonia, America, the whore. You're taking on this way of life where, nigga, all you care about is bread, like this white man. All you care, you're not spiritual at all. You're not spiritual at all. Women's not spiritual at all. They come when they consider spiritual, they come back to this word, and they come under the men of Israel, and then they could be considered somewhat spiritual. But them by themselves, that's why when you meet them, what they ask you, how big your rod is. That's not spiritual. They're asking you how much money you got, how much. Everything with them is fucking physical. Everything is carnal. It's like how tall are you? Are you 6'7"? They're not thinking about a man. They're not looking at a man's spirit like a man might be 5'6". Brother might be 5'6". Brother too short. That's the man's a spiritual man. Oh, you're too short. Woman's not spiritual, bro. She's not spiritual. All she cares about is getting her back blown out, getting clapped, and a strong physical man that got money in the flesh, not spirituality, not niceness and shit. Because nigga, she'll get with a fucking pimp that bitch slaps her all day, but the nigga's making 200,000 a month. The nigga's making the so hey, so that proves to you that she's not spiritual. She's not spiritual. She fakes spirituality, so she could play you simps, into taking damaged goods. That's the only time that she fakes spiritual. Oh, I believe in God. I'm a God-fearing woman. After she been with 45 niggas, now she's a spiritual God-fearing woman. You see? So, anyways, Jeremiah 8 and verse 7. It says, "Yeah, the stork is in the heaven, knoweth her appointed times, and the turtle and the crane and the swallow observe the time of their coming. But my people know not the judgment of their Lord." My people don't know the judgment of their Lord because they're not spiritual. They're not a spiritual people right now. They're fucking carnal as hell, just like a woman. They're carnal. Like they get emotional quick. They kill and shoot each other quick. They lie, cheat, and steal. Play the victim like the girl does. Oh, well, I didn't know. I didn't make the pact with the white man serpent. It wasn't me. I just didn't. I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl. Now you're just a girl. Now you're just a girl. When you out there, living life, the bitch is acting like she's over you. She wants to fight you. She's telling you that she's better than you. But then when she fucks up and does some dumb shit, now she just, I'm just a girl. I'm a victim. I'm a victim. I'm the victim. I'm the victim. It said, my people know not the judgment of the Lord. 8th verse. How do you say we are wise and the law of the Most High is with us? Lo, certainly in vain made he it, the pen of the scribes in vain. The wise men are ashamed. They are dismayed and taken. Lo, they have rejected the word of the Most High, and what wisdom is in them. Therefore, I will give your wives unto others. Amos 7:17. The land shall fall to whoredom. Go, Amos, take a wife of whoredom. It says, I will give their wives unto others, and their fields to them that shall inherit them. For every one from the least even unto the greatest is given unto covetousness. The top guy and the little guy, they're all fucking covetous as hell. They're all looking for their own quarter, and they will snake your ass. That's your people. They will snake your ass to get what they want. They don't care about you. That Jake is called a supplanter, isn't he? Jacob, the word means supplanter. Your people are a bunch of finessers, scammers, deceivers, liars. That's why the Lord told you to put not a confidence in the God. Micah the 7th chapter, the 5th verse. Right? This is why. This is why, my brother. It says, 5th verse, man. I will give their wives and unto others in their fields, to them that shall inherit them. For every one of them, from the least to the greatest, given the covetousness, from the prophet even to the priest. Everyone deal falsely, man. That's your people. They're fucking false oath keepers. They're supposed to be men of faith, of spirituality, of integrity. But do you see that in these churches? Do you see the integrity? Do you see them telling the truth? Now, what you see is a bunch of selling out, a bunch of adultery, a bunch of hoe ass shit. That's just what you see amongst your people. Because what? They're living under the white man, and they have this treacherous mentality. The treacherous dealer treacherously, and they become like they daddy the devil. That's what the Lord told them. Oh, ye generation of vipers, who have taught you to flee from the wrath to come. He told them. He called them serpents, snakes, vipers. He said that he said, Jake, man, you niggas ain't shit. Okay. And he only dealt with his residue, his remnant. That's all he dealt with. And then, he went to the masses. Yes, he had compassion on them, because the Lord told you to prophesy, to the wind. Everyone needs to hear this word. But at the end of the day, he was only dealing with his small circle, bro. The Lord was only dealing with his small circle, man. The Lord kept the circle small because that's how you're supposed to deal. The more niggas you let in, the more dirt, especially in this world. The residue is a small number. Jeremiah chapter 24 and verse 4. It says, again, the word of the Most High came unto me, saying, thus said the Lord, power of Israel. It says, like these good figs, so will I acknowledge them that are carried away captive of Judah, whom I have sent out of this place into the land of the Chaldeans for their good. I will set my eyes upon them for good, and I will bring them again to this land, and I will build them, and I will not pull them down, and I will plant them, and I will not pluck them up. And I will give them a heart to know me. See, Jake is so far gone that the Most High got to give you a new body so you could be reborn again. Like the Lord told Nicodemus, he said, if a man be not born again, he can't enter into the kingdom. Well, flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom. 1 Corinthians 15 chapter. First comes a spiritual rebirth, like your mind, you're renewed, and then you get a physical new body where you can inherit the kingdom, so you could be around the Lord. So, because the Lord, nothing undefiled could touch him, nothing defiled could be around his presence. That's why he kept the circle small, because these were spiritual men that was around him, and spiritual women, like Tabitha and them, which Paul raised from the dead. But only clean vessels could be around the Most High. Clean spirits, only clean Israelite men and women, that the Lord got to bring through the fire. I will pass the third part through the fire, right? Zechariah 13:8. I will cause the third part to pass through the fire. 2/3 therein shall be cut off and die. I'm gonna cut them off. I'm gonna leave my residue. My residue. It's all about the residue. So it says, I will set my eyes on you for good, Jeremiah 24:6, and I will bring them again to this land. I will build them. What land? Our land that we were supposed to inherit. Okay, not the small hats are living in, and these other heathens over there polluting the land with their filthy sweat, their heathen sweat, man. It says, 7th verse, I will give them a heart to know me. I can put a new heart in you, a new mind, new spirit, new body. And I'm basically, for a lack of a better term, program, which, we're not robot computers, but in the Most High's, power, he's going to put it in you some way, somehow, with his power. He's going to put it in you to already know all these things. Download it into your subconscious. You already know all these things. You already know not to be a hoe. You already know not to be a loose woman. You already know not to abort your kids. You already know how to treat each other. You already know how to, love each other. It's already going to be ingrained in you. Jeremiah 24 and verse 7, I will give them a heart to know me, said the Lord, and they shall be my people, and I will be their God, for they shall return unto me with their whole heart. As the evil figs which cannot be eaten, so are they evil. Surely, said the Lord, I will give Zedekiah, the king of Judah, and his princes, and the residue of Jerusalem that remain in this land, and them that dwell in the land of Egypt. And I will deliver them to be removed into the kingdoms of the earth for their hurt, to be reproach and a proverb and a taunt and a curse in all of the places where I will drive them. And I will send the sword, the famine, the pestilence amongst them till they be consumed from off the land that I gave to them and their fathers. That's right, to the time appointed now, where the Lord said, we are yet this day in our captivity, Baruch 3:8. Right, so here it is now. You remember yourself eventually to get to the fullness of the statue of your Lord that created you from the beginning. So you got to come back as a reuniting of the minds. All right, the Lord judge amongst the gods. He stand Psalms the 82nd chapter. He stand first verse. He stand among the congregation of the mighty of the gods, and the residue of them is going to return and be at one once again. All right. Ezekiel 9 and verse 7. And he said unto them, defile the house and fill the courts with the slain. Go forth. And they went forth and slew in the city. And it came to pass, while they were slaying them, I was left, and I fell upon my face and cried and said, O Lord, wilt thou destroy all the residue of Israel and thy pouring out of thy fury upon Jerusalem? No, the Lord's not going to kill all Israelites. He's going to leave behind the good ones. Bring forth fruit meat for repentance, right? Why did he say that? Because I'm always have a pure group that I always dealt with, like Noah and them. You know what I'm saying? Like like Lot, when he destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, it was only just Lot. It was just Lot. Lot was the only one that was worthy. Noah was the only one that was worthy. So wilt thou destroy all the residue of Israel, and thy pouring forth for thy fury upon Jerusalem? Then he said unto me, the iniquity of the house of Israel and Judah is exceedingly great. Very bad. These are some naughty children. And the land is full of blood, and the city full of perverseness, full of lewdness, man. For they say, the Lord of hosts hath forsaken the earth. Did the Lord not see it? As for me also, my eyes shall not spare, neither will I have pity, but I will recompense their way upon their heads. And behold, the man clothed with linen, which had the inkhorn by his side, reported the matter, saying, I have done as thou hast commanded me. That's the angel. The angel reports to the Lord. The angels report to the Lord. That's the eyes of the Lord. So they're reporting all the dirt that you niggas do. But the Lord already knew that you was going to do it because he set it up from the beginning. And he also set up your salvation from the beginning. And he also set up the downfall of the white man from the beginning. He set up all the kingdoms from the beginning. He already wrote it into existence. So that's how he could tell you the prophecies, because he's the one that's making it happen. Like Mariah Carey said, he's gonna make it happen. You know, the Lord is the one that's gonna make it happen. You know, it says Ezekiel 23:25. It says, and I will set my jealousy against thee, and they shall deal furiously with thee. These other nations that you're gonna go into captivity under. And they shall take away the noise in thy ears, and thy remnant shall fall by the sword. Yeah. It was a point in time where Jake was totally gone. Totally. I mean, it still is, but there's a point in time you didn't do a goddamn thing at all. Complete darkness. And you know what I'm saying? It was looking bleak. It was looking like the white man was gonna instinct you. You know, he was gonna delete you off the face of the earth, but Lord didn't let it happen. They shall take thy sons and thy daughters, and thy residue shall be devoured by the fire. They shall also strip off thy clothes and take away thy fair jewels. Thus will I make thy lewdness to cease from thee, and thy whoredom brought from the land of Egypt, so that thou shalt not lift up thy eyes unto them, nor remember Egypt anymore. 28 verse. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, behold, I will deliver thee into the hand of them that thou hatest, and into the hand of them from whom thy mind is alienated. It says, and they shall deal with thee hatefully, and they shall take away all thy labor. That's what they do today. All right, they take away your labor. They deal with you hatefully. All right, and shall leave thee naked and bare, and thy nakedness of thy whoredom shall be discovered. Everyone's seeing that so-called blacks, Latinos are the biggest hoes on the planet, man. You men, you women, everyone can see your whoredom, your shame. Both thy lewdness and thy whoredoms, I will do these things unto thee, because thou hast gone a whoring after the heathen, because thou art polluted with their idols, that has walked in the way of thy sister. Therefore I will give her into her cup into thy hand. Thy sister, Sodom and Gomorrah. You did the same thing like your sister Sodom. That's what it says in Ezekiel 16, right? 32nd verse. Thus saith the Lord, power, thou shalt drink of thy sister's cup deep and large. Thou shalt be laughed at to scorn and had in derision, for it containeth much. Thou shalt be filled with drunkenness and sorrow, with the cup of astonishment and desolation, with the cup of thy sister Samaria. All right. Again, the drunkards of Ephraim. Right? Isaiah 28. Woe to the crown of pride, to the drunkards of Ephraim, whose glorious beauty is a fading flower. That's you Latin tribes, man. All right, you Latin tribes. Let me say this to you, Latin tribes, man. You're not blancos. You're not white people, man. You're drunk. You're drunk off you're drunk off the crown of pride. This white man, you know, you're drunk off of him. He's telling you you're a white man because you're speaking Espanol, and you look at your other counterparts, the darker Latin tribes, and you hey, get away from me. I don't want you to marry my daughter. You know. See, a lot of you Latin tribes, you don't come back to this truth because you hate yourselves, you hate your brothers, the blacks. But you know the Lord is a dark man, you know. So you know you should rather worship the Lord in truth and sincerity than worship that white man that been enslaving you, you know. But anyways, that's why the majority of these you don't see too many Latin tribes coming in the truth like that. You don't see them like that. There's not many brothers like myself out there. Ain't no where they at? Probably in LA and Chicago. That's about it. In Texas somewhere. But that's about it. A couple handful of brothers. You don't see a bunch of camps out there with a bunch of, because people go identify based upon what the fuck they look like. You know? So they you know, you see a bunch of Jakes out there, them so-called dark brothers, because they look like the Lord. They're seeing somebody that looks like them. So of course the Lord said, I'm gonna raise up the tents of Judah first. Right? But you Latin tribes, you Ephraimites, man. And the rest of you, man, you're totally destroyed for a lack of knowledge as well, you know. But you got to stop hating yourself. You got to stop hating your brother that look like you. Well, I understand that they hate you too. You know, they treat you like shit, like you some Mexican. You ain't there. But you gotta find some way to hate the white man together instead of hating each other. Because you ain't gonna get no motherfucker where. Because that white Jesus is not your God. Your God is the black man, the black man's God, because we're the same people. You know, but here it is, the bitch come up there talking about you're the ones that oppressed us. Our people oppressed you. We oppressed y'all, not the white man. The white man didn't do shit to y'all. The Indian, no, it was us. We did it. Crazy. But that's the divide and conquer tactic of the white man. That's why the drunkards of Ephraim. They literally got you believing their bullshit lies over what we tell you, because you hate yourselves and you don't see, you're blinded by your own hate for your own people. Anyways, man, Ezekiel. Okay, yeah, that's the point on that. Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 1. It says, gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. You Latinos and you blacks, you're both not desired. You're both not desired. You're sitting here fighting each other. You Native Americans, are so destroyed. You don't identify with nothing. You don't identify with the blacks. You don't identify with the natives, with the white man, with the with the Latin tribes. You don't identify with the white man. You don't identify with shit. You're just in the plantation, just drunk and shit. You know, drinking alcohol hand sanitizer. You know? Gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. None of you niggas are desired. You blacks, you Latinos, or you Native Americans. None of you are desired. And you sitting there giving each other a middle finger and talking about, fuck y'all. I'm better than you because I'm light-skinned and I look like massa. And the other one, they're talking about, I'm better than you because I'm black. And you know, y'all niggas ain't ours. You ain't our people. Man, you the only thing you're doing is helping this devil. That's the only thing you're doing. Gather yourselves together, O nation I desire, under the names of the Lord Yahweh by Shem Shai, under the truth, under that 12 tribes chart, under your prophets, right? Not keep killing them and destroying them, like Matthew 23 says, right? Don't kill them ones. Don't shoot the Lord's messengers now. No, all right. They trying to help your ass instead of you go and give all that fucking energy and that shit that you got. Give it to the white man. Give it to his ass. That he's the one murdering your kids. You know. And then them black women talking about, oh, you ain't our people. You ain't our people. Give that fucking energy to that white man. Give that energy to them goddamn Arabs. Give that energy to them goddamn Elamites, red dot motherfucking 7-Eleven niggas. Give that energy to them. Talking about we not your people. We're all destroyed for a lack of knowledge. The nation not desired. All of us not desired. Not one of you. Them motherfuckers treat us the same way they treat them blacks. Same way, except you know, a little bit better because you're not dark, like, you know, because the darkness is all they see. All they see is the flesh, the carnal. You know, but our people are spiritual people. They got to come back to being spiritual. Anyways, second verse, Zephaniah 2 and 2. Before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the chaff, before the fierce anger of the Lord comes upon you, before the day that the Lord's anger come upon you, seek ye the Lord, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment. Seek righteousness, seek meekness, that it may be with thee. Ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger. You have wrought the Lord's judgment, so seek him, so he could have compassion on you when he brings about his judgment on his earth. You brought the Lord's wrath upon you, so seek him while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Isaiah 55 and 6. Right. Fourth verse. For Gaza shall be forsaken, Ashkelon shall be a desolation. Right. All these motherfuckers fighting over Gaza and this and that, the strip of this and the Lord said it's going to be a forsaken, and it's going to be a desolation, and shall drive out Ashdod as the noonday, and Ekron shall be rooted up. Yeah, the Lord said a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod. Zechariah 9 and 6. Right. So when this cracker's over there in our land, he's going to get rooted up out of there. We're going to go back as a people, so-called black, Latino, Native American, right? Brazilian, right? I'm not Israel. I'm not Israel. White man Jesus, because the motherfuckers built some in Rio de Janeiro, so you motherfuckers could act like Neymar. 100% Jesus, and nigga wins the UCL, and he puts 100% Jesus on his head and shit. Everybody, you got a zeal, but not according to knowledge. You believe in the Bible, but not the right way. Okay, it says, fifth verse. Go on to the inhabitants of the seacoast, the nation of the Cherites. The word of the Lord is against you, O Canaan, the land of the Philistines, you goddamn Africans. The Lord is against you, Africans, to cut you off, man, too. Not you Nigerians, because you Nigerians are our people, you know. The Senegalese, and I'm talking about them Ethiopians. Lord say, you Ethiopians, Lord got war with you. You Sudanese, you goddamn you goddamn over there in the land of Somalia. I don't like you Somalians. I don't like you. I can't stand you. I remember being in a school. I used to go to the Y, play with the Somalians. All them motherfuckers stank, man. They all stank. And then women are, some of them are all right, but the majority of them are ugly as hell, man. The majority of them look like men with big ass foreheads and just like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I don't know they look like them Elamite women, man. I don't like you, man. Stay away. Stay away, goddamn. Okay. The Lord's against you, Canaan, and the land of Philistines. I will even destroy thee, that there shall be no inhabitant. It said, and the sea coast shall be dwellings and cottages for shepherds and folds for the flocks, and the coast shall be for the remnant of the house of Judah, for the residue of the house of Judah. And they shall feed thereupon, in the house of Ashkelon shall they lie down in the evening, for their God, the Lord their God, shall visit them and turn away their captivity. How are you going to visit? In the most majestic style, with the most majestic spaceships you ever seen. Not this NASA bullshit, you know, not this goddamn NASA rocket. It takes like $10 billion to get it off the ground. And that motherfucker still blow up like the Challenger. How the Chariot can't blow up? It's pure energy, man. It's not combustible fuel. This devil, everything he does is one thing away from just blowing up. You know, everything he creates is on the brink of death. It's like you got to be careful because it might explode and shit. You got to put warning signs on everything. You know, the Lord gonna come back in style, bro, and visit the residue of his people, the remnant of his people, man. 8th verse, Zechariah 8 and 2 and 8. My bad. Said, I have heard the reproach of Moab. I heard what these damn gooks were saying. I heard what these Moabites were saying. I heard them talking behind the scenes. They ain't gonna say in your face like that fucking heathen that's running his mouth. I said something to his ass. I came to impress his ass. He ain't say shit. The heathen, they talk behind your back like bitches. That's what they do. They make little group chats and shit and run around there and look at these niggers. Look at them. Look at them. Look at them. They got business meetings and shit. They when there's no blacks around, they go, look at them, they stink. The receptionist that used to work here, that bitch used to stink. That's how they treat you. The heathen. I heard the residue. I heard the reproach of Moab. I heard what you were saying, Moab. I heard you. And the revilings of the children of Ammon. I heard what them Japanese was trying to say. Them Japanese was over there trying to get the black man to go over there and impregnate their children. They little daughters, so they could have little Rue Hachimuras running around, you know. You see, but it was a trap. Look, they were trying to get Benji to go over there, man. You know. It says, I heard the reproach of the revilings of Ammon, and whereby they reproach my people and magnify themselves against their border. You two little incest babies, think you're gonna magnify yourselves against the border of Israel. That's the pride. That's why it says Psalms 2nd chapter. Why did the heathen rage and imagine a vain thing? 9th verse. Therefore, as I live, said the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, surely Moab shall be as Sodom. You're gonna be destroyed. All right, you're gonna get what you deserve. And the children of Ammon as Gomorrah, even the bread of nettles and salt pits, and a perpetual desolation. The residue of my people shall spoil them. The remnant of my people that I leave behind, the best of my people, they're gonna spoil the Egyptians. They're gonna spoil the Moabites. They're gonna spoil the Ammonites. They're gonna spoil the Elamites. They're gonna spoil the Ishmaelites. They're gonna spoil the Japhites. All right, they're gonna spoil all you damn devils. All you devils. You're all like the white man. All of you stink. You're all poor and you're all destitute. And the Most High gonna take you down. You're all worthless. Without us, you're worthless. You don't know what to do with this earth. You're gonna destroy this earth if the Most High don't come back. That's why he made the statement. Matthew 24. He said, if the days will be shortened for the elect's sake, because the Lord created the earth for his residue, for his elect. That's what he created the earth for his remnant, for his people. Israel, mine elect, Isaiah 45:4. Right? It says, the residue of my people shall spoil them. Gonna take your women, gonna take your daughters, gonna take your animals, your livestock, take all your riches, and take your pride, and take your goddamn name from off the earth. It says in Isaiah 14, they cut off the remnant of the nephew. So they did, so that they don't build They're still the faces of their cities. No more. So it says, 10th verse. They shall have for their pride. They shall have for their pride because they have reproached and magnified themselves against the people of the Lord of hosts. It says, the Lord will be terrible unto them, for he will famish all the gods of the earth, and man shall worship him, and everyone from his place, even all the isles of the heathen. It's like you trying to go up in the VIP and shit. You don't belong in the VIP, man. They're gonna throw your ass out the club, man. You gotta pay to get up in the VIP. You don't got the social status to be up in here, man. You ain't got the status to be up in here. This is a players club, man. You know, this is only the players club right here, man. This ain't your ass ain't relevant over here. No gooks allowed. No white man allowed, man. 12th verse, man. It says, "You Ethiopians also, you shall be slain by my sword." There you go. You Ethiopians, man. You're gonna be thrust through by the sword, man. You damn stinking ass Ethiopians, man. You know, I don't like you. I don't like you. Stay off my page. Stay around me. Stay from around my business establishments, man. I don't want to be around you motherfuckers. I don't like going to 7-Eleven because I got to see you Ethiopian motherfuckers over there. It's 355. It's 355. I don't want to see you. I don't want to see your stinking ass women either. I ain't that desperate. 13th verse. It said he will stretch out his hand against the north and destroy Assyria. It will make Nineveh a desolation and dry like the wilderness. That's right. And flocks shall lie down in the midst of her. All the beasts of the nations, both the cormorant and the bittern, shall lodge in the upper lintels of it. Their voice shall sing in the windows. Desolation shall be in the thresholds. For he shall uncover the cedar work. This is the rejoicing city that dwelt carelessly, America. And that said in her heart, I am, and there's none besides me. How has she become a desolation, a place for beasts to lie down in? Everyone that passed by her shall hiss and wag his hand. Yeah. See, everybody's with the winners. Right now, everybody ain't wishing their hand at America. Well, they are now. But I mean, I'm talking about in the past. Everybody was all in awe and scared of America because everybody's down with the winner. America's the winner. So, oh shit, oh damn, yeah, yes sir, yeah, America is the greatest. And then they find out what the whore really is. Then they find out what the fuck this bitch is about. Oh shit, you know, we shouldn't have made our bed with this place. You know, goddamn, look at what the Lord did to it. Look at what the Lord is capable of. Well, too late. It's too late. You're already an accessory to the crime. You motherfuckers have enjoyed yourself. That's why it says in Revelation 18 that the merchants of the earth gonna cry. And I'm saying for the gonna howl and weep for the torment, smoke of her torment going up, because they're gonna see the opportunity to milk this bitch gone away, and they're gonna see them Israelites going up into them ships, and they're gonna be scared and say, "Oh damn, son, they're gonna come after us. We fucked up." Now, you did, you messed up, but it's too late now. You can't go back. You can't return them riches. You can't return all that bullshit that you did. Haggai 2:2, you damn Chinese. You got a lot to pay for it, man. But my main enemy right now is Elam, boy. Hey, the kingdom, boy, Elam go get. I'm gonna make deals with some of you brothers, man. Hey, look, man, give me all them Elamites you got, bro. I give you these Chinese right here. I give you them Chinese that I got under my possession. Just give me Elam, man. And give me so and so by name. I'm gonna need him. I'm gonna need him. I'm gonna need his family, and I'm gonna need his daughters, and I'm gonna need his fucking seed line. They're gonna come serve me, you know, because the Lord gonna give you certain gifts, man. Certain motherfuckers that did you dirty. You know what I'm saying? These goddamn evil, damn demon women that lied on you, like Emmett Till. You know, the Lord gonna give you the recompense back in your hands, man. Cause when these people are in our kingdom, ain't gonna be nice. We ain't gonna be nice to you, bro. We ain't gonna be nice to you. It's not gonna be sweet. It's not gonna be cool. Okay, you had your time to laugh and talk shit. Haggai 2:2. It says, "Speak now to Zerubbabel, the son of Shealtiel, governor of Judah, and to Joshua, the son of Josedek, the high priest, and to the residue of the people, and say unto them, who is left among you that saw the house in his first glory? And how did you see it now? Is not your eyes in comparison of it as of nothing? Yet now be strong, O Zerubbabel, said the Lord, and be strong, O Joshua, the son of Josedek, the high priest, and be strong, all ye people of the land, said the Lord, and work, for I am with you, said the Lord. According to the word that I covenanted with you when you came out of Egypt, so my spirit remaineth among you. They talk about replacement theology. They're talking about the Lord replaced us with some crackers or some gooks. The Lord replaced you with some rocks. Yes, the Lord did say, "Say not to Abraham your father, because I could raise up stones out the ground." But the Lord said that your spirit is subject onto you. The Israelite spirits is subject onto them. The Lord didn't replace them. The Lord didn't replace them with some random characters like the white man. The Lord didn't replace us. The Lord said, "My spirit remain amongst you. Fear ye not." That's why you come back to the understanding in the year 2024, 2023, 2021, 2000, in the year 1980, and you coming back to the understanding, so many years later after you've been estranged from the Commonwealth of Israel. It says, 6th verse, "For thus saith the Lord of hosts, yet once a little while, it is a little while, and I will shake the heavens and the earth and the sea and the dry land." Don't worry. I'm gonna shake the whole earth for your sake, man. Worry about these heathen, don't worry about these white men, don't worry about the Chinese. I'm gonna shake their fucking world up, man. Their world's gonna get shaken up, man. Shake it off, like the song say. It says 7th verse, "I will shake all the nations, and the desire of all nations shall come, and I will fill this house with glory, said the Lord of hosts. The silver is mine, and the gold is mine, said the Lord, and I'm gonna give it to you." The silver belong to me, the gold belong to me, these women belong to me, everything belongs to me, and I'm gonna make it sure they go back into your hands as long as you obey. Let's tell you that Deuteronomy 30. As long as you obey, I'm gonna put these curses on your enemies that try to devour you. Jeremiah 30:16. All that devour thee should be devoured, man. Every single one of them. They're gonna go into captivity. Silver is mine, gold is mine. 9th verse, "The glory of this latter house shall be greater than of the former." That's why he asked the question in the 3rd verse, "Who is left amongst you that saw the glory of the first house?" Because the glory that's going to come is better than that. 9th verse, "The glory of the latter house shall be greater than of the former, and in this place I will give you peace, said the Lord of hosts. In this place I will give you peace. I will give you rest from your adversaries, and I'm going to let you tear them a new one." So that's how the Lord wrote the story. It's such a majestic story, man. Because here it is, you're going through all this hell, and then the Lord gives you understanding. And then the Lord gives you the sweetest revenge, the sweet escape, like Gwen Stefani said, the sweet escape. The Lord gonna give you the sweet escape, man. That's how the director write the script, man. All kind of adversity and shit for the main character to overcome, and then boom, at the end you get the glory. But you gotta go through the story. You gotta go through the story, man. Thousands and thousands and thousands of years of story, going through many, many lives, reincarnated through many, many lives, many captivities, all to come into the fullness of the statue of the Lord, of his glory, so that you could become his people again. Okay, Ezekiel 36:1, it says, "Aha, son of man, prophesy unto the mountains of Israel, and say, ye mountains of Israel, hear the words of the Lord. Thus saith the Lord, power, because the enemy have set against you, aha, even the ancient high places are ours in possession. Therefore prophesy, say, thus saith the Lord, because they have made you desolate and swallowed you up on every side, that ye may be a possession unto the residue of the heathen. Ye are taken in the lips of talkers, and are infamy of the people. Therefore, ye mountains of Israel, hear the words of the Lord. Thus saith the Lord, power to the mountains, and to the hills, to the rivers, to the valleys, to the desolate wastes, and to the cities that are forsaken, which are become a prey in the derision, to the residue of the heathen that are round about. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen, and against all Idumea, every single white man, woman, and child. Not just one guy, Edom, one guy. They expect you to believe that the Most High is just talking to one dude, one guy, the Antichrist, Esau. Where is he at? Where is the Edomite? Where is the one Edomite at that we're supposed to be hating? It's every fucking single one of you crackers, man. Lord told you that happy is he that take the children and dash them against the stone. Happy are you when you take this devil and you put him in a fucking cage. That's when you're gonna be happy. That's when the earth's gonna be happy. The animals gonna jump up and rejoice. They ain't gotta be homosexuals no more. The animals are turning to homosexuals too under this devil. It says, I'm against the residue of all Idumea, which have appointed my land to their possession with the joy of their heart. They have fun. They have fun with the joy of their heart. They said they had a big ass smile, a big Botox induced smile, right? Just like You got a big ass smile when they put you in captivity. When they were raping your woman in front of you, they were smiling, talking about, yeah. You know, when they were smashing your daughter's head against the stone, you know, they were feeding your little baby to the alligator and shit. They were laughing. They was enjoying that shit. So we're gonna enjoy it, and we're gonna enjoy it too. We're gonna have some fun too. It says, it says, with the joy of their heart and with despiteful minds cast it out for a prey. 6th verse. Prophesy therefore concerning the land of Israel, and say unto the mountains, unto the hills, and to the rivers, and to the valleys, thus saith the Lord of hosts. And behold, I have spoken in my jealousy and my fury, because ye have borne the shame of the heathen. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, I have lifted up my hands. Surely the heathen that are round about you, they shall bear their shame. But ye, mountains of Israel, ye shall shoot forth your branches, and yield your fruit to my people of Israel, for they are at hand to come. For behold, I am for you, and I will turn unto you, and ye shall be tilled and sown, and I will multiply men upon you. Yeah, there's few men. Isaiah 24, that says the inhabitants of the earth are burnt and few men left. Well, the Lord gonna multiply men unto you. It's raining men. No diddy. It's right. The Lord gonna multiply sons unto you, man. You know, bring forth seeds to you, and they're all gonna be real men. They ain't gonna be dysfunctional members of society. They're all gonna be real men, man. You know, I will multiply men upon you, all house of Israel, even all of it, and the city shall be inhabited, and the waste city shall be built, and I will multiply upon you man, beast, and it shall increase and bring fruit. And I will settle you after your old estates, and I will do better unto you than at your beginning. And you shall know that I am the Lord. Yeah, the glory of this house is greater than the glory of the former. All right. 12 verse. And I will cause men to walk upon you, even my people Israel, and they shall possess thee, and thou shalt bear their inheritance, and thou shalt no more henceforth bereave them of men. Thus saith the Lord of power, because they say unto you, thou devourest of men, and hast bereaved thy nations. Therefore thou shalt devour men no more, neither bereave thy nations anymore. Neither will I cause men to hear the shame of the heathen anymore. Neither shalt thou bear the reproach of the people anymore. Neither shalt thou cause the nations to fall anymore, saith the Lord. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, when the house of Israel dwelt in their own land, they defiled it by their way, and by their doings their way was before me as the uncleanness of a removed woman. It says, wherefore I pour my fury upon them for the blood that they have shed upon the land. Numbers 35 and 33. It says that the land cannot be cleansed but by the blood of him that shed it. All right, so that's why niggas got to die. Most of you got to die, because you're the ones that killed the prophets. You're the one that slew the Lord. That his hand said his blood be upon him. You're the one that sold us out. Like you niggas like Jesse Lee Peterson. You niggas like and saying all you dudes that's not down with the Lord. You're an enemy, man. If a man be a friend of the world, he's an enemy of the Lord Yahushua. That's it. Simple. 19 verse. And I scattered them amongst the heathen, and they were dispersed through the countries according to their ways, according to the doings I have judged them. When they entered onto the heathen, whither they went, they profaned my holy name. When I married you, and you went and let that man smash you, you know what I'm saying? You let that other man smash you, you polluted my name, right? That's pollution. It says, when they said to them, these are the people of the Lord, and are gone forth out of his land. But I had pity on them for my holy name, which the house of Israel had profaned amongst the heathen whither they went. Therefore, says the Lord unto the house of Israel, I do not this for your sakes, O house of Israel, but for my own namesake, which ye have profaned amongst the heathen whither they went. Yeah, if your woman does some shit to you like that, man, okay, you don't do it for her sake. You do it for your sake, to clean up your name. You know what I'm saying? Clean up your image. I give a fuck about this bitch, man. Do what you gotta do, man. But my name gotta be cleaned up. My image in the streets ain't gonna be all fucked up because of what you did. Okay? I'm gonna clean up my name before the nations. So everybody gonna fear because of what you did, woman, you loose woman. Like TD Snake said, woman, thou art loose. The brother knows about that. Brother knows about that book, man. Yeah, man, that's a cash grab, man. But that's why that's why we in the state we in, because of niggas like TD Snakes. But 23rd verse, I I will sanctify. Oh no. Yeah, I will sanctify my great name, which was profane. 23rd verse, Ezekiel 36:23. I will sanctify my great name, which was profane amongst the heathen, which ye have profaned in the midst of them. The heathen shall know that I am the Lord, saith the most high power, when I shall be sanctified in you before their eyes. When I clean you up, the people gonna know that that's me. They're gonna know you. That when the people see you outside, they're gonna know that's me right there. That's so and so's wife. Oh shit. No, look the other way. Look the other way, yo. Don't even look the other way. You already know what's gonna come down. You already know what's gonna happen. Just avoid problems, man. Just avoid the problems, man. 24th verse. For I will take you from amongst the heathen and gather you out all the countries, and I will bring you into your own land. You ain't gotta live in this bullshit land over here. Talking about Missouri, Massachusetts, Mississippi. And what the fuck is that? That's another man's land, you know? That's another man's P.O. box address. That's another man's taxes jurisdiction. You know, we're gonna set you up in your own jurisdiction. 25th verse. Then will I sprinkle clean water upon you, and ye shall be clean from all your filthiness, from all your idols which I will cleanse you from. A new heart I will give you, a new spirit I will put within you. And I will take away the stony heart out your flesh, and I will give you a heart of flesh. It says, and I'll put my spirit within you and cause you to walk in my statute. That's the programming. That's the spiritual the Lord putting up in you, man. He's writing that code in you, man. Okay, the righteous code where you ain't able to go off. Your programming won't allow you to go off. It says, I'll put my spirit within you and cause you to walk in my statutes, and you shall keep my judgments and do them. And you shall dwell in the land that I will give to your fathers, and you shall be my people, and I'll be your God. And I will save you from all your uncleanness, and I will call you for the corn and will increase it and will lay no famine upon you. You always going to be able to eat. You ain't going to be homeless. I will multiply the fruit of the tree and the increase of the field, that ye shall receive no more reproach of famine amongst the heathen. Then ye shall remember your own evil ways and your doings that were not good. And you shall loathe yourselves in your own sight for your iniquities and for your abomination. You're going to remember it wasn't good to be cheating on your husband. It wasn't good to be disrespecting them. It wasn't good to be aborting your kids. It wasn't good to be out there sleeping with other men's wives, being a murderer, being a drug dealer, being a pimp. Okay, it wasn't good to be out there selling your people's daughters to the white man. That wasn't a good thing, man, was it? You're going to remember yourselves. That wasn't good to get tattoos. But getting tattoos is a low vibration. When you see a dude with tattoos, or a woman, especially a woman, that's a low vibrational woman. Bitch got tattoos all over herself, tattoos on her face, tattoos on her hands, and all kinds of shit. What does that lead to? That means that either she's a stripper, she's doing OnlyFans, she ain't got no daddy in her life. So that's a red flag, brother. If you see a woman out there and you dealing with, you take her on a date, bitch got all kind of tattoos. I mean, you better walk the other way, man. You know, but you better, because you're gonna avoid a lot of shit with her. She got problems. A woman in her right mind got most of the time, it's gonna be more clean, man. She's gonna be simple. She's gonna be more simple. She's gonna be naturally beautiful, not a fucking full of plastic and shit and heathenistic ink all over yourself. We understand certain brothers and certain, they might have tattoos and stuff from the world. It is what it is. But when you see someone that has all this shit on them, it's usually that they have a low vibration, a low IQ, or they were just in the streets or some gang shit or something like that. But a little wrist tattoo here and there, whatever. You gotta we live in this bullshit ass world anyways. You ain't gonna turn down some fine little thing because she got some tattoo on her, on her back that whatever. It is what it is. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta learn to take it what it is. None of these people that you're gonna find in the dating world is gonna be perfect. None of them. They're gonna have fat. They're gonna have kids. Some of them are gonna be bald headed. Some of them are gonna have problems. Their daddy wasn't around. Their mama wasn't around. It's just how it goes. So you're gonna have to figure out, take the good with the bad, because I guarantee you, your ass got a bunch of shit on you. So in this world, the standards are too fucking high. Motherfucker think that you live in this damn bubble where Prince Charming gonna come down looking like Michael B mixed with Idris Elba at 25 years old with a six pack and $20 million. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. We all live in fucking reality here, man. You know, you go outside, motherfuckers got flaws. Everybody got flaws, man. You know, but the Lord gonna make us perfect. He said he's gonna sprinkle clean water on you, and you will be clean. Okay, Ezekiel 36:31. Then you shall remember your own evil ways and your doings that was not good. You shall loathe yourself in your own sight. You're gonna be in timeout. Jacob's in timeout. 32nd verse. Not for your sakes do I do this, said the Lord. Be it known unto you, be ashamed and confounded for your own ways, O house of Israel. Thus said the Lord, in that day I will have cleansed you from all your iniquities. I will cause you to dwell in the cities, and the way shall be built. Okay, our land's gonna be wasted, but it's gonna be built back up by you slaves. All right, starting with you Elamites, you're gonna work too. You motherfuckers gonna work, man. Elam, Esau, all you gonna work. We're gonna sever men of continual employment, and they're gonna work like a motherfucker. They're gonna work like pigs. And they ain't gonna get no motherfucking severance package. They ain't gonna get no goddamn benefits. They ain't gonna get no goddamn positions. The only position gonna be assume the position. That's the only position. The only position is pick that fucking cotton. The only position is make sure that motherfucking building is to regulatory standards. Goddamn, you better make sure that shit is done right. Goddamn it. And if it's not done right, you're gonna do it again until it's right. Until if you drop dead, you're gonna get revived, and you're gonna do it again. That's how much power you're gonna have. These motherfuckers, who gonna tell you otherwise? There ain't gonna be no UN and court to tell you this and that. The Lord gonna let you do what you do with these people, man, according to the law. If it's lawful, you could do it. Everything according to the law. Where does the law say I can't kick the shit out of Edomite if I feel like it? Yeah, I mean, bro. Anyways, 33rd verse, man. Thus said the Lord of hosts. They're gonna say Deuteronomy 23:7, brother. Don't abhor Edomite. Don't abhor him. He's special like you. This motherfucker's not special like us. The Lord is talking about our people, man. Not abhor your own people. That was used to be called Assyrians. You know? Anyways, 33rd verse. Thus said the Lord of hosts, in that day I shall have cleansed you from all your iniquities. I will cause you to dwell in the cities, and the way shall be built. And the desolate land shall be tilled, whereas it lay desolate in the sight of all that passed by. And they shall say the land was desolate and has become like the cities of the Garden of Eden. And the waste and desolate and ruined cities are become fenced and inhabited. Then shall the heathen that are left round about you know that I, the Lord, have built the ruined places and plant that which was desolate. I, the Lord, have spoken it, and I will do it. Thus said the Lord of hosts, I will yet for this be inquired of by the house of Israel to do it for them, and I will increase them with men like a flock. It says Isaiah 40:20. No, 41, is it? A small one shall come a strong nation. I will increase you with men. I'll multiply men unto you. Isaiah 41. I will increase. A little one shall become a small nation. A small one shall become strong nation. How the Lord will hasten in his time. Or 60:22, my bad, not 40:22. A little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. How the Lord will hasten it in his time. That's right, in his time. And when Jacob's trouble and all this has passed by, the Lord gonna hasten it in our time. This is Esau's time. The time gonna come where it's Jacob time. Jacob time, man. It says 37, Ezekiel 36:37. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, I will yet for this be inquired of the house of Israel to do it for them, and I will increase them with men like a flock, and as a holy flock, as the flock of Jerusalem in her solemn feast. So shall the waste cities be filled with flocks of men, and they shall know that I am the Lord. They shall know that the Lord is doing this, that the Most High is real. Okay, everybody questioning if the Lord is real. You're gonna find out He's real. You're gonna find out His Son is real. You're gonna find out them angels is real. You're gonna find out them UFOs is real. You're gonna find out that we are real. We're not Mexicans, we're not blacks, and we're not Indians. Zechariah 8:1, it says, again said the word of the Lord of hosts which came unto me. Thus said the Lord of hosts, I was jealous for Zion with great jealousy. I was jealous for her with great fury. Thus said the Lord, I am returned unto Zion and will dwell in the midst of Jerusalem, and shall be called a city of truth, not lies, like America. And the mountains of the Lord of hosts shall be the holy mountain, the holy government. Upon this, I'm establish it upon my son Yahushua, King David, and the 12,000 of each tribe. That's where the good government, ruling body is going to be. 4th verse. Thus said the Lord of hosts, there shall yet old men, old women dwell in the streets of Jerusalem, every man with his staff in his hand for very age. And that's called strength. That's called power. And the streets of the city shall be full of boys and girls playing in the streets. That's called safety. That's called security. 6th verse. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, if it be marvelous in the eyes of the remnant of this people in these days, should it also be marvelous in my eyes, said the Lord. Yeah, because the Lord going to give you a heart desire. If it's marvelous in their eyes, it's marvelous in my eyes. I'm happy because my people are happy. It make me happy to, it's my Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom, right? Luke 12:31, fear not my little flock, it's my Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. It's his good pleasure to give you, make you happy, like your dad buy you something, and you know, he feels God good inside because he took care of you. He's like, damn, I'm a good father. Look at that, look at that, look at my boy, he's all happy as shit. You know, look at him, all rejoicing. You know, you think he likes seeing you like this, all fucked up and destroyed? The Lord said it repented him of the evil he did to you. You know, but he had to do it. Zechariah 8:7, because the nigga don't understand unless he do it to you. Sometimes you got to do it to him for him to understand, man. You got to do it to, you got to do him dirty. You know, it's okay. We all been there. Zechariah 8:7. Thus said the Lord of hosts, behold, I will save my people from the east country and from the west country. This is from all corners of the earth, 4 corners, right? Where we're scattered. But from the west country, the main deliverance. From the west, America, Canada, you know, Mexico, you know, on this side of the world, the Virgin Islands, the Barbados, and Puerto Rico. It says, I will bring them, Zechariah 8:8, I will bring them, and they shall dwell in the midst of Jerusalem, and they shall be my people, and I will be their God in truth and in righteousness. Thus said the Lord of hosts, let your hands be strong, ye that hear in these days the words by the mouth of the prophets, which were in the day that the foundation of the house of the Lord was laid, that the temple might be built. And the third temple being built. You are 1 Peter 2:9. It says you are spiritual house, chosen generation, royal priesthood, built up a spiritual house, lively stones. Right? The temple might be built. 10th verse. For before these days there was no hire for man, nor any hire for beast, neither was there any peace to him that went out or came in because of these afflictions. But I set all men, everyone against his neighbor. That's why a nigga can't get along. That's why you go outside getting shot by your own people. You know what I'm saying? If you look the wrong way, or you talk to them a certain way, you know, if you don't fucking, you know, just step on their shoes, they might kill you. I set every man against his neighbor. Everyone's against each other. They ain't cool with each other. They ain't trying to help you with your business. Nigga, you doing good. They trying to tear your shit down. You could do good, just not better than me. If you do good, it's all right. But if you're doing better than me, nigga, I'm gonna try to tear you down. Go into your own city, become successful, nigga, try to kill your ass like Young Dolph. You know, which nigga, Young Dolph was a demon anyways. But the point is that wherever you at, like for instance, I was I was in there. We was, look, Sean Paul came on, right? The nigga Sean Paul came on, and you know, I talked to my woman. She's like, the Jamaicans, they don't even like Benji. They don't even like Sean Paul. Why the hell you think they don't like the nigga? Because the nigga's too successful, and you know they're jealous and shit. Like you know, this is how it goes. You know, certain tribes are like that, bro. You know, Benji, they don't fuck with their own kind like that. Even if you are theirs, like, nah, this nigga's not Jamaican enough. He's not Jamaican enough. He might be successful in bringing about, you know what I'm saying, carrying your flag every fucking where he goes. But no, your people will rather see you fucking destroyed, you know, than to see you doing good. But anyways, I will set every man, what does it say? It said, I will set every man against his neighbor, 11th verse. But now will I not be unto the residue of this people as in the former days, said the Lord of hosts. 12th verse. For the seed shall be prosperous. The vine shall give her fruit, and the ground shall give her increase. Because we're going to keep that land Sabbath, and there's going to be no GMOs and fucking chemtrails running around the earth. Everything going to be organic, not synthetic. Everything this motherfucking devil does is synthetic, just like these damn women that put all kind of synthetic shit in their bodies. Everything this white man does, his kingdom is fake or non-organic, everything is synthetic as a motherfucker. Ozempic, goddamn, Wegovy, all this bullshit, man. It's all synthetic bullshit that you put in your body to combat all the other shit that he gave you that's synthetic too, like the goddamn General Mills, the goddamn cereals, the Nestle products, all the Johnson and Johnson shit that you eat. What's the other one? Nabisco. You know, you gotta use all that shit to combat goddamn all the synthetic nonsense that, you know what I'm saying. So the earth gonna go back to being organic. Everything we're gonna eat gonna be organic. Or the earth gonna give you an increase. We shall come to pass, they shall give her increase, and the heavens shall give their due, and I will cause the remnant of this people to possess all things. And it shall come to pass that as you were cursed amongst the heathen, O house of Judah, O house of Israel, I will save you. It shall be a blessing. Fear not, and let your hands be strong, for thus saith the Lord of hosts, as I thought to punish you when your fathers provoked me to wrath, saith the Lord of hosts, and I repented not. So again, I thought in these days to do well unto Jerusalem and to the house of Judah. Fear ye not. Your fathers started pissed me off, but I thought to do good to you now. 16 verse. These are the things that ye shall do. Speak ye every man truth to his neighbor. Execute the judgment of peace and truth in your gates. And let none of you imagine evil in your hearts against his neighbor. Love no false oath, for all these things I hate, saith the Lord. And the Lord of hosts came unto me, saying, thus saith the Lord, on the fast of the 4th month, the 5th, the fast of the 7th, the fast of the 10th shall be to the house of Judah joy and gladness and cheerful feasts. Okay. And therefore love the truth and peace. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, it shall come to pass that there shall come people, and the inhabitants of many cities, and the inhabitants of one city shall go to another, saying, let us go speedily to pray before the Lord, and to seek the most high Yahweh by Shem Shai, I will go also. Yet many people and strong nations shall come to seek the Lord of hosts in Jerusalem, and to pray before the Lord. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, in those days it shall come to pass that 10 men shall take the hold out of all languages of the nations, even take hold of the skirt of him that is a Jew, saying, we will go with you, for we have heard that God is with you. And they're going to do so in the Hebrew tongue. Okay, in the kingdom, they're going to do so in the Hebrew tongue. We ain't going to be speaking this bastard-ass English. We're going to be speaking this bastard-ass Spanish. We're speaking this bastard-ass Portuguese, French. We're gonna speak the language of the heavens, the Hebrew, the Lashawan Quadash, as it were, you know. And we ain't gonna be talking this damn bastard ass demonic tongue, this Latin, pig Latin, you know, the Greek. Dead language. It's gonna be dead language, just like Latin is a dead language. Well, today, you know, English is gonna be a dead language. You wonder who runs the world? You ask these motherfuckers every time they come up, who runs the world? The very reason you speak in English, that show you who the fuck runs the world. The white man, the English, the American, Anglo-Saxon, Caucasian. You're speaking his fucking language. When we run in the world, you're gonna speak our pure tongue. Everyone's gonna be forced to speak our tongue. You ain't gonna be speaking your bullshit dialect around us. You know, you're gonna speak the language of the Israelites. You know, amongst yourselves, you speak whatever trash you want to speak. You know, speak whatever bullshit you want to speak amongst yourselves. You know, you little miscreants. It says, Zechariah 14:1. It says, behold, the day of the Lord cometh, and thy spoil shall be divided in the midst of thee. For I will gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle, and the city shall be taken, and the houses rifled, and the women ravished, and half of the city shall go forth into captivity, and the residue of the people shall not be cut off from the city. Then shall the Lord go forth and fight against those nations, as when he fought in the day of battle. And his feet shall stand in that day upon the Mount of Olives, which is before Jerusalem on the east, and the Mount of Olives shall cleave in the midst thereof towards the east, towards the west, and there shall be a very great valley, and half of the mountain shall remove toward the north, and half of it toward the south. And ye shall flee to the valley of the mountains, for the valley of the mountains shall reach unto Azal. Yeah, ye shall flee like as ye fled from before the earthquake in the days of Uzziah, king of Judah. And the Lord, my power, shall come, and all the saints with thee. Gather my saints together, them that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice. They shall be gathered. The Lord gonna gather you as a hen, gather his chickens, her chickadees, man. Psalm 50:5, it says, gather my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice, and the heavens shall declare his righteousness, for the most high Yahweh Shem Yahshua himself is judge. Hear, O my people, I will speak, O Israel, and I will testify against thee, for I am the Most High, even thy power. And you're gonna stay upon him. 7th verse. And that one day, Zechariah 14:7, but it shall be in one day, but it shall be one day which shall be known to the Lord, not day nor night, but it shall come to pass that at evening time it shall be light. And it shall be in that day that the living waters shall go out from Jerusalem, half of them towards the former sea and half of them toward the hinder sea. In summer and winter it shall be. And the Lord shall be king over all the earth. And in that day shall there be one Lord and his name one. Not, oh, Jesus, you can call him what you want to call him. Jesus, you could call him your play yogurt. You call him you could call him the unknown God. You could call him, you could call him Yeshua. You could call him whatever you want to call him. Doesn't matter, bro. You know what I'm saying? You could call him he. It doesn't matter. Every time they come up there, everybody's a fucking expert on the scriptures in the Most High's name. Everybody's supposed to be a fucking expert. They come up there, yeah. Well, Lord's name is, well, we know that it means Jesus. We know that Jesus means this. Emmanuel. It's Emmanuel. His name is Emmanuel. Niggas are simple, man. Okay. 10th verse. 9th verse, my bad. The Lord shall be king over all the earth. In that day shall there be one Lord, and his name shall be one. And the land shall be turned as a plain from Gibeah to Ramon, south of Jerusalem. And it shall be lifted up and inhabited in her place from Benjamin gates unto the place of the first gates, unto the corner gate, and from the tower of Hananel unto the king's winepress. And man shall dwell in it. And the Lord gonna dwell with you in the land. The Lord's Son himself gonna be in the headquarters, dwelling with amongst you. What an honor, man. You know what I'm saying? You're rubbing shoulders with the Lord, man. And he's sitting there rubbing shoulders with you, joking and shit. The Lord has a sense of humor, man. The Lord's like you. He's sitting back. He just wants you to do the right thing, man. But the Lord's like you, bro. He's an Israelite like you. They're gonna be over there, you're gonna talking shit about the heathen with the Lord and everything. Say, Lord, can you explain to me what happened back then? Why did you do this? Why did you do that? And the Lord gonna answer you just like a friend. Then he say, you my friends. The Lord ain't stuck up like the people have you believe. He just up there. He just don't listen to nothing you say. You're gonna come to find out, bro. You're gonna come to find out the Lord is more like you than you thought. Anyways, Zechariah 14 and verse 11. And man shall dwell in it, and there shall be no more utter destruction, but Jerusalem shall be safely inhabited. And this people shall be the plague wherewith, this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. And it shall come to pass in that day that a great tumult from the Lord shall be amongst them. And they shall lay hold on everyone on the hand of his neighbor, and his hand shall rise up against the hand of his neighbor. And Judah also shall fight at Jerusalem, and the wealth of the heathen round about shall be gathered together. Like Donald Duck can be sitting on a bunch of gold. Like that, like the dragon from the third Lord of the Ring. No, the third Hobbit movie. Smog. He's just sitting on a bunch of gold. They say the wealth of all the heathen round about shall be gathered together, gold, silver, and apparel in great abundance. So shall be the plague of the horse, of the mule, of the camel, of the ass, all the beasts in the tents as with the plague. And it shall come to pass that everyone that is left of the nations which came against Jerusalem shall even go up from year to year to worship the Lord of hosts and to keep the Feast of Tabernacle. And it shall be that those who will not come up out of all the families of the earth onto Jerusalem to worship the King, the Lord of hosts, even upon them shall be no rain. There's consequences for disobedience in the kingdom. That shows you, the 17th verse shows you that these nations are still going to be going off while we're in our kingdom. While we're in our kingdom, the nations are going to be bitching and moaning against themselves, stealing, extorting, robbing, having little mafias amongst themselves, murdering, raping, robbing, doing all this shit amongst themselves in their little lands. You're gonna have to find out about it and then go up there and lay down the law on their asses. Yeah. So if they don't come up and worship the King at Jerusalem, the Most High even shall have no rain upon them, right? So we're going to be perfect, but they're not going to be perfect. So you're going to have to continue to put your foot up their ass so they can understand. They ain't going to have no rain if they don't come up there and worship the King of Jerusalem. You know? 18 verse. And if the family of Egypt go not up and come not, that they have no rain, there shall be the plague, wherewith the Lord will smite the heathen that come up against the Feast of Tabernacles, that come not to keep the Feast of Tabernacles. That's disrespectful, okay? Because the ruler, you have to keep his ordinances, okay? You have to pay your taxes in this man's kingdom. You got to do what the hell he says, because he's the landlord. 19 verse. This shall be the punishment of Egypt and the punishment of all nations that come up not to keep the Feast of Tabernacles. In that day shall there be upon the bells of the horses holiness unto the Lord, and the pots in the Lord's house shall be like the bowls before the altar. Every pot in Jerusalem and in Judah shall be filled with holiness unto the Lord of hosts. All that sacrifice shall come and take of them and see if they're in. And in that day there shall be no more Canaanite in the house of the Lord of hosts. Yes. No more goddamn Africans, confusion. No more people motherfucking confusing you with Africans. Y'all went there. Y'all are Africans. African Americans. Africans. Right, the motherland, Africa, the motherland. That's where we come from. Everybody comes from Africa. Africa. I'm fucking tired of fucking Africa. Africa, every fucking day is Africa. Ooh, Africa. Yeah, like Africa did a fucking thing for us. Except that's where you went to get shipped over here in slavery, you know, fleeing Roman persecution. All right, but Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 20, it says, and it shall come to pass in that day, said the Lord, that the remnant of Israel and such are escaped to the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. The remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty power. For though thy people be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant of them shall return. The consumption decree shall overflow with righteousness. The consumption decree shall overflow with righteousness. For the Lord of hosts shall make a consumption, even a determination in the midst of all the land. Therefore, thus saith the Lord of hosts, O my people that dwellest in Zion, be not afraid of the Assyrian. He shall smite thee with a rod, and shall lift up his staff against thee after the manner of Egypt. For yet a very little while, and the end nation shall cease in my anger and their destruction. Just a little while, and I'm going to take care of these damn Egyptians for you. It shall come to pass in that day that his burden shall be taken from off thy shoulders. No more yokes of bondage. And his yoke from off thy necks. And the yoke shall be destroyed because of the anointing, because I anointed you as my people. Okay, I called you my chosen ones. Isaiah 46 and verse 3. Hearken unto me, O house of Jacob, and all the remnant of the house of Israel, which are born by me from the belly, which are carried from the womb, even to your old age. I am he, even to hoar hairs will I carry you. I have made, and I will bear, I will even carry, and I will deliver you. To whom will you liken me and make me equal and compare me? They lavish gold out the bag and weigh silver in the balance and hire a goldsmith and make it a god. They fall down and they worship him. 8th verse. Remember this and show yourselves men and bring it again to mind, O ye transgressors. Remember the former things are old, for I am the Most High, how about Shemashai, and there is none else, and I am the Most High, and there is none like me. Declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that shall not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. And calling a ravenous bird from the east, that a man may execute my counsel from a far country. Yeah, I have spoken it, and I will bring it to pass. I have purpose, and I will also do it. Hearken unto me, ye stout-hearted, ye stiff-necked, that are far from righteousness. I will bring my righteousness near, and it shall not be far off, and my salvation shall not tarry, and I will place my salvation in Zion, for Israel is my glory. All right, so with that, call Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Makakwadash. Double honors be to our apostles, our teachers at the great millstone. And peace and salutations to the elect, man. The time of the heathen is over. The time of the orc is at hand. The time of man is over. The time of the heathen is over. The fucking time for them to rule and shit all over the place and make the earth a hellhole, that's over. The time of the Israelites is at hand, man. Second Ezra 6 and 9. Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. All right, so with that, shalom. Shalom. Tawab. Tawab Yawam.